Hello and welcome back to another Slay the Spire stream. I'm your host, Vegetablebread, and let's dive on into another silent run. It's March. Silent is character number 2. We're for some reason offset by 1. Everything makes sense. We did Watcher in January for a technically unrelated reason, so we're kind of carrying that over. Transform card, max HP, 6 max HP for a rare colorless card, or a boss relic swap. Pretty big fan of rare colorless cards on Silent. Sadistic Nature can matter. Apotheosis is obviously great. Hand of Greed. Hand of Greed's Hand of Greed. Even if it's just like a master strategy, it's usually good. Because it gets like a leg sweep or catalyst or something. Obviously, Hand of Greed's the headliner. Let's take a look at the pathing, see if that's possible. This is the only way to get to an elite with only 3 fights. It's a 2 elite act. Looks like 2's probably the best we can do. There is a 3 elite path, but it's no fires. Whereas the 2 elite path is 3 fires. Yeah, exactly. The max HP is basically not a cost at all. Doesn't matter. It's not current health, so 6 max HP ends up costing like ideally 8 current HP over the cost of the scope of the run, right? Because we like heal at the end of the act twice and we never rest. It's the best case scenario. It could matter. Could matter quite a bit, but the rare colorless card is definitely going to matter. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, we got ourselves a Hand of Greed. We got a little greedy Silent. Yes. 2 enemy fights. Give me that floor 1 feed. Alright, he is set up for Hand of Greed now. Strike doesn't matter, we're definitely greeting on him. Yeah. Okay, excellent. Great start. Blade Dance? Hell yeah. Of course I want to Blade Dance. We can probably remove a strike. Starting with Hand of Greed Blade Dance is like pretty ideal. So we should have all the damage we need. Let's go ahead and take a look at the boss to make sure. Yeah, it's Guardian, so definitely can remove a strike pretty free here. Yeah, if I got to like pick a silent start, I'd probably start like Lament double snipe, but Hand of Greed into Blade Dance is pretty nice. Oh, we can upgrade the Hand of Greed. Could take a Pain and then get rid of it immediately. It costs us 2 fires. I think we're not going to do that. I mean, fires don't matter very much if we get Pain. We technically have enough gold to remove it. It's exactly enough gold to remove. I think I'm pretty happy just upgrading Hand of Greed, though. Boy, but Warp Tongues are so good. If we do Warp Tongues, can we do 3 elites? Get 1 fire. Get Warp Tongues, remove them. Greed here. If we greed here and greed here, we might actually have enough money to do something useful with that shop. Hey, Merle. It's going good. We swapped into Hand of Greed, so that's what we're doing here. Trying to figure out if we want to upgrade the Hand of Greed or take the Warp Tongues. Do love me some greed. If we upgrade the work tongs and go left as planned, we got another upgrade here. It's probably on Blade Dance. Or Neutralize, maybe. We end up with a lot of money going left. Maybe we end up going through this, this shop instead of this fire. Because we agreed every fight, like most of these fights are they're like 1.3 enemies or something on average. So let's say one greed per fight. It's 50 gold there. Another 50, so we're up to like... We'd have a pretty comfortable amount by this shop. The Warp Dogs puts us so far ahead, though. Pick Warp Tongues and get like Fusion Hammer for Act 1 reward. Yeah, I think Warp Tongues is just too good. Especially since we can remove the pain right away. It's a little bit greedy, but that's what we're supposed to be doing, right? It's a greed deck. We lose Paper Crane for the run. No well-laid plans. That's fine. These aren't like a big deal. Definitely taking the pain. Okay. So the question is, can we get 25 gold out of this cultist? Can we wait long enough to upgrade the Hand of Greed? Probably not, but maybe. Do we go now or cycle him? We can take no damage this turn. And only take one next turn. It's only slightly greedy. It's possible that we have to non-greed kill him next turn, so I'll set him up. We're hoping to draw greed, obviously. Oh my god! 70 upgrades. Okay, alright. Guaranteed greed next turn. Can I get an upgrade, please? Damn it! Missed by one. Come on, Warp Tongues. Work with me here. Second Blade Dance? Sure. Do we just, like, wait as long as we can against Lagavulin? Because the longer we wait, the more cards we upgrade. Next turn looks pretty okay. Neutralize, double defend. Our wake up this turn is 32 damage. I don't think we're going to beat that. Okay. I would like to wait, but that's the best wake up this deck can do, so I'll take it. Neutralize Plus is super big. That blocks for 10 instead of 5. And I don't want to skip the Blade Dance damage, but I want to save the health. If we're going to play Attack Bot, it's probably this turn. We want to play it before he debuffs us. And it could potentially get us a Hand of Greed. We've got 32 damage, so it'd have to be a 34 damage Attack Bot. Is that possible? No, it's not. Max is like 20, right? So max damage out of Attack Bot with Silent. Yeah, because Riddle with Holes is 20, right? Is there anything better than Riddle with Holes? I guess Choke, situationally. Yeah, Choke actually in this situation is quite a bit more than 20. What's Flechettes do right now? Just 2. Heel Hook, he's not currently weak. Doesn't work. Oh, Riddle Hole is only 15. Riddle Hole isn't 20. So Glass Knight at 16 is probably the max. Unless we have Grand Finale set up, which we do not. Yeah, so like 16 damage is the most we can hope for, so we're probably not greeting this fight, unfortunately. Do we drink the attack pot anyway? There are quite a few multi-attacks, Riddle with Holes, several others, so we want to use those before we lose the strength. Looks like we'll be pretty comfortable not killing next turn. Weak plus Survivor. So it makes sense to try to wheel around, but we also want to spend a potion in this fight, right? We want to save the Swift Pot for future hand agreed setups, so what's this? Yeah, Eviscerate's good to play before we reset. How's Silent Mouth going? I think, like, from a win rate perspective, fairly poorly. I think we're not winning very frequently. But I'm having a lot of fun, so, I don't know. Kind of depends on how you measure it, I guess. Alright. Give me that hand greed back. Do we strike for an emergency kill? I think we probably do. Double defend, take 3 for the greed. Yeah, I'll take 3 to get 20 gold. Potentially 25. Okay. Strike dummy. Feel kind of bad about removing that strike now. Oh well. Dagger Spray, Blur, and Finisher. Finisher's pretty decent in a double Blade Dance deck. Be our third attack. Yeah, Meow gave us a hand agreed, and we found the Warp Tongs. I like where we're at. We were originally planning on just doing 1 elite and going left here, or I guess it's 2 elites, but we're on a 3 elite path now because the 2 Blade Dances are really strong. And Warp Tongs. Wanted us to go to shop. So do we go to another shop, or do we just dodge? These fights are pretty good for us. Fights are plus money. I don't really want to go to another shop. Finisher, Blur, and Dagger Spray I think are all pickable. We kind of have gobs of damage. I don't know if we need more damage. Strike Dummy is like pretty strong. Strike Dummy and Warp Tongs is going to lead to some strikes doing 12 damage. So I kind of think cooking Finisher is unnecessary here. And Blur is quite good against Guardian. Yeah, thanks for calling that out, Argentov. I was aware. So Blur is the only defensive pick here, right? I'd skip and go for the Relic personally and remove a defend. Physical Dex need lots of relics. Interesting. So physical decks need lots of relics. Maybe that's, so I've had some problems, like that's fitting into place nicely for me, because I've had a lot of problems where like physical silence end up just like not scaling hard enough against the Act 3 bosses. And I'm like wondering what I need to pick more, and I'm like, am I missing like an accuracy or something? Like how do I scale against the Act 3 bosses? And like relics is a pretty reasonable answer to that. Get a Gira or Vajra or something. Mutagens, get some strength in here. Obviously we can't get mutagens from an Act 1 elite, but you know. Even just like a Kunai would scale in such a way that we can beat an Act 3 boss. Right, exactly. Yeah, poison has like built-in scaling, right? So poison never really struggles against bosses. You just catalyst the Time Lord and he's dead. Never even splits. Granted the gift of Finisher. I mean, Finisher's insane here, right? Double Blade Dance. This is like probably the best Finisher we'll ever see. But we might skip it anyway. We just have like gobs of damage here. And we're against Guardians, so we don't really need that much. Yeah, I guess Blur is only really good if you have a deck that actually like scales your block. So picking a speculative blur right now is kind of like picking an entrench. It's obviously blur is more useful than entrench, like in absolute terms, but Finisher is kind of a disappointing upgrade. I don't know what I expect it to do. I want Finisher up plus to cost 0. That'd be fun. Yeah, Finisher is definitely a trap, that's for sure. But it's a trap you can use to win the game, right? It's like it's not you don't like lose all Finisher decks, but it's not a great great space to be in. Could take a Dagger Spray. We want to be killing AoE fights with Hand of Greed, right? Alright. Let's skip. Oh. Can I have 50 gold, please? See, this strike, yeah, hitting for 12. That's pretty insane. Okay, Coconut. Yeah, I hear you. I don't know what you want, but your concerns have been voiced. Moribund looks like she's on her way over, so I'll put her on camera when she saunters by. Come on, Warp Tongues. Deeply Hand of Greed one time. Come on, Warp Tongues. What are you messing around upgrading other cards for? Well, that's good. Coconut. I swear to God, that cat. Oh, you understand cat language. Wow, that's pretty useful. Come here, Coconut. If you want attention, just go up on the heat pad. I'll give you some cat pets. Yeah. See? Yeah. Easy peasy. Here we go. We're supposed to show the cat on camera, so let's see if we can accomplish cat pets and cat camera. It's like, what is this thing doing? What are you doing with that hand? Humans are weird. Yes, submit to the pets. Okay. Alright, do we pick Fumes? Fumes is scaling. Seems really unnecessary. Also makes us lose control over when the fight ends, which we do not want with Hand of Greed. These are all damage. I think we're kind of good on damage. I did take 4 Eviscerates yesterday, so my like yesterday hangover is saying, click the Eviscerate! Yeah, exactly. I don't think we need any of these. We've got so much damage, so... oh, there's a scaling! Dang it. If we just skipped the... No, we didn't. There was no way to have enough money, right? Dang it. I could take a Terror. Terror's quite good in this deck. We don't really need more damage, but it is Terror. Yeah, I mean, I think we probably beat Guardian now. I think we need 0 cards for beating Guardian with Warp Tongues. We just upgrade the deck, and then he can't hit us. And we, like, do too much damage. But Terror's super good, so I guess we'll do that. It's scaling, right? It multiplies everything times 1.5. Pair or Key. Kind of like Pair. Does Pair ever buy us an upgrade here? I think it's fairly likely that Pair buys us an upgrade. Obviously, we're sad if we have to give up, like, Incense Burner later, but... we don't really need the Pair now. We might need the Pair in Act 2. Easy Key. I think I'm gonna take Pair. It's not... Yeah, it definitely could be Key. It seems like we're pretty far ahead and don't need the health now. I just, like... I don't know, something about being ahead of the curve makes me nervous, right? Like, I feel like if I get used to getting ahead of the curve and then I stop picking cards and then the curve catches up to me and I'm suddenly dead. So I kind of want to leverage my position being ahead of the curve to get further ahead of the curve. I think that's what pair helps us do. Neutralize plus 1 extra damage. Not what we were hoping for from Warp Dongs in this fight. Blade Dance is always happening. If we strike, are we setting up lethal? He goes to 14. 14 is like Terror Strike next turn, or Hand of Greed. Yeah, I'll put him at 14. Hoping for like Hand of Greed Survivor. Got it. Okay. Hey, Guitar. Good to see us. Thanks, Guitar. If we strike this guy, can we get lethal next turn? Ends up being 18 plus 20 if we double strike and Hand of Greed. 18 plus 20 is 38. That's not enough. But 38 is 5 off. So if it upgrades Hand of Greed, we can get it. Or if we get Blade Dance Hand of Greed, we can get it. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. Probably not going to work, but it might. This looks like Swiftbot to me. It's a pretty bad turn. Yeah, that doesn't help. I guess we'll get Terror out of the deck. Sentries. Hey, Gandarian Dan. Thanks for the support. Welcome to the Vegetable Patch. Also, I want to call out that Warp Tongues is insane in Sentries, because you only draw like 2 cards a turn, and Warp Tongues upgrades half of them. So when we draw this Hand of Greed, it's going to get upgraded, right? Dang it. What the hell? Do the thing. Just one time. It's time to start asking ourselves, how greedy are we? How greedy do you feel, chat? I feel pretty greedy. I think we're going to put him at 4 so that Neutralize can kill him, just in case. But we're not going to kill him. I mean, maybe we draw 2 defends, maybe we draw Hand of Greed. Alright, well, I'm not taking 10. We have to fight another elite. It's twice in a row we get Specimen on a physical deck. Unfortunate. It's a lot of shivs. We have some shivs. Storm Steel. Shiv pluses. Man, it's too bad we lost Kunai. Getting Kunai in this deck would have been insane. But maybe the next relic is Shuriken, who knows. Yeah. Yeah, Hand of Greed was Neo. Also, hi, Gamatory. Gamatory. Probably just max HP. I don't see any obvious reason why we need to heal here. It seems like we can probably handle this elite. And Guardian at 37. Sure would like to have max HP. Okay. It's pretty obvious Hand of Greed upgrade, so we don't have to rely on Warp Dongs anymore to get our meta scaling. Hey, relax, little cat. It's all gonna be okay. It's gonna work out. Elite first or fight first? I think Elite first so that we can get a relic, then we can use the relic to beat up the fight. I don't see any advantage. I guess we could get a card, right? Is there any card that's like really good at elites? No. There isn't. Gremlin Knob. Card plus the option. Yeah, that's fair. Blade Dance is more damage than a strike, right? Yeah, it's 12 damage versus 9. Strike Street hitting pretty hard, but not that hard. I think we do play Terror. Terror Strike Survivor. This strike hits so hard. 18 damage. So if we hit him for 18, he goes to 36, and he's vulnerable. Hand of Greed hits for 37, and it's guaranteed next turn. Actually, Hand of Greed Blade Dance is guaranteed next turn already. That already hits for 37. But if we just do 12, that's not enough, right? He'd go to 42. 37 is not 42. So we have to Terror. And it's Survivor's health positive, so I guess I'll play it. Yeah, that was a fortunate shuffle, right? We just got Hand of Greed right on time. So we drawed 9 cards on turn 1 now. Bag of Prep is kind of silly on silent. So does that mean we're no on Snecko Eye now? We probably are. We don't really want to overdraw on turn 1. I mean, I guess it's not that bad, but... no, I don't think any of these. I think we've got enough damage. Prepared's terrible. We don't have any poison. Dagger Spray is kind of good for Act 2. When do you feel the need to take Dagger Spray? Super early Act 1? Definitely super early Act 1 Dagger Sprays are amazing. The Dagger Spray is like a pretty solid just damage card for Silent. So if you feel a little bit short on damage, Dagger Spray is definitely a way to shore that up. We feel super strong on damage right now, though, because we have Warp Tongs and Strike Dummy. So our strikes are hitting for like 12, and we've got 2 Blade Dances and a Hand of Greed and a Terror. So we're pretty good there. I don't think we need Dagger Spray. Looks like 50 gold to me. We can just greet him right away. Okay. Terror just so we don't redraw it. Trying to greed both. Easy. Easy money. Skewer? Concentrate? A lot of discard stuff getting thrown at me. Is Wristblade pickable? Wristblade is always pickable. We have 2 Blade Dances as well. Wristblade would be pretty top tier. Crescendo? What? Oh, wait, what are you talking about, Crescendo? Oh, you mean Concentrate. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Skewer is normally better than Strikes, but currently it's way worse than Strikes. Even if we upgrade it, it's worse than a Strike Plus. Per energy. It's not like we have energy coming out of our ears either. Still a 3 energy deck. Currently drinking water. I just ran out of tea. Also, I love the like chat line synergy of having a username, yo dude, what's up? And then you say, what you drinking, bruh? You just like really, you've got a character and you're going for it. I like the commit. Seems like probably Neutralize Plus. Can block a lot of damage in the Guardian fight. You like Terror? That's true. We do draw 9 cards on turn 1. Guitar's getting in on the game. Hey, Bad Terrence, is your username like an actually a reference to Terrence MHS, the other Terrence, Slay the Spire streamer? Or is your name also Terrence? Like, what's the deal, Bad Terrence? It's not. Why do you call yourself bad when you're not bad? That's my main question. Aiden, okay. Interesting. So then wait, why call yourself Bad Terrence? If it's not a reference to Terrence MHS and it's not your real name. It's a strange username. Why do you say he's not bad? He comes in here and gives really good advice on the reg, and B, I've seen his stream, and he plays really well. I mean, everything does eventually get upgraded by Warp Tongs, right? We have a pretty small deck. So Terror is the only thing where we can like upgrade it before Warp Tongs has a chance. I see. Bad Terra bad. I think I like Neutralize Plus better though. Weak uptime is really important for Guardian. He has some really bad rounding. That's true. Terrence MHS is arguably the best Slay the Spire player in the world, so everybody's bad Terrence. I'll just take a cool turn 1 split. Thank you very much. We can slip in a sneaky strike here. Take no damage. Take 1 damage to do 13. I think that's probably worth. Changing my name to Bad Bread. He's the bad boy of the vegetable patch. Pretty autopilot Guardian fight here. Probably should be paying more attention, but you know. Oh, thanks for the subscription, Flintlock. Appreciate the support. Thanks for loafing around. This appears to be your first subscription. I appreciate it. I think we just play all the good damage cards. I guess we maybe actually hold this second Blade Dance. We kind of want to, like, because Strike does more damage per card, and we're not really getting through the block yet. Blade Dance only does 18, so we'd just be hitting armor, so we're better off just hitting Strike now. And exhausting the Shiv. I definitely like do voices in my D&D game. It's enough voice acting for me. I don't know. I don't feel like I really need this strike to land. It's 18 damage, but it cost me 3 health. We can't do 30, so we have to block. Just gotta double block. How do we walk up to this line? 18 plus 18 is 32, it's a little bit over. So we like strike double Shiv. Oops, crap. Oh well, we overdid the armor anyway. Okay, I think we're just trying to optimize our health because we've clearly already won the fight, so. Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay, great. We got hand greed. Wasn't planning on that, but I'll take it. There's a Wraith form here. That card's pretty good. Phantasmal Killer we used to pretty good effectiveness yesterday, and Venom is also here. I don't know. And Venom's hard to justify against Wraith Form and Phantasmal Killer. I mean, it's hard not to click that button, right? Who needs defensive scaling when you can just get infinite defensive scaling in one card for 2 turns? Yeah, we do a lot of damage. Phantasmal Killer Hand of Greed is going to do what, like 75 damage? Phantasmal Killer Terror Hand of Greed. It's an awful lot of damage. We do have Specimen. That's a good point. Specimen and Venom. You're not wrong. I don't think it's going up against Wraith Form. I don't think it's even really pickable, but I think we just like don't have a relic there. That's just an empty relic. Yeah, that's true. Phantasmal Killer and a Strike Plus does like 24 damage to a non-vulnerable target, 36 to a vulnerable target. Is that possible? Yeah, it's 12 damage base, so doubled, and Terror is times 3, so 36 damage on a strike. That's absurd. I'm gonna take Wraith Form though. I would like to be able to block. Pandora's Box feels pretty awkward here with Strike Dummy. I don't think we're doing that. We're not doing Velvet Choker either, because we have 2 Blade Dances. So it's like Sozu or Skip? Is that really what we're doing? Not a bad Sozu. We've got a Fairy in a bottle sitting here, waiting for his shot. We're pretty far ahead of the curve, so I think that Fairy bottle is going to be sitting there for quite a while. Pandora's Box could be a gamble, sure. You mean calculated gamble? Oh, you mean like a literal gamble, like we're rolling the dice. We do need the energy pretty badly. Yeah, obviously Pandora's Box can't just like win the fight on the spot, right? It could just be like 3 Wraith Forms, and then like, I don't know, 2 Bouncing Flasks and 2 Catalysts or something. Here you go. Here's your plan. It is still a bad card, that's fair. But 12 damage on one card is not that bad. Or 36 damage is how I should be thinking about it. So Sozu gives up some metascaling, right? Because we can't find potions in fights, and potions in fights are one of the ways that you get metagame resources. But we do have more metascaling than normal already with Hand of Greed. But also, Hand of Greed wants us to buy potions, right? And we can't do that with Sozu. I do love me a Pandora's Box. Maybe we should just click the Pandora's Box. If we click the Pandora's Box and get no defense, do we die? No, I've got a Wraith Form. Probably not like dead. If we pick Pandora's Box and get all defense, I think we still have kind of enough damage. 2 Blade Dances, Hand of Greed, Terror. It's not like abysmal. Makes the Strike Dummy kind of sad, but the Strike Dummy kind of already did his job. Pandora's Box is likely to make Specimen better. We're likely to get like a Noxious Fumes or Crippling Cloud or something. Yeah. We could pivot. This is a tough one. I'm gonna go with the Sozu. It's kind of sad, but whatever. Alright, Hyper Beam guy. We want to hit some shops, because we have got a bunch of money and we're going to get more. There's a 3 elite path with 2 bonus fires here. That's pretty nice. Allows us to hit a shop and a bunch of question marks before it. Question marks are definitely good. We're looking for Ancient Writing. Ancient Writing lets us upgrade all of these, and lets Warp Tongues upgrade Wraithform and Terror and stuff more consistently. So yeah, this seems like a pretty much ideal line, right? We're good at Tech 2 elites. That's the most we can get. Gets extra fires, gets lots of question marks. I mean, not lots of question marks, it's only getting 4, but sometimes 4 is the most you can get. Which I believe is the case here. I don't think you can get more than 4. Oh, you can get 5 if you go here. That skips an elite and a fire, though. Oh wait, it does not skip a fire. Never mind. Terror's not very useful in this fight, but I kind of want the damage from the strikes, so I'm going to go ahead and pile those in right now. This is play all the cards the turn. And then we just redraw Hand of Greed, easy peasy. Darn. We have lethal. I don't think I'm taking 16 for a Hand of Greed proc. We do have lethal, right? He's at 24. This does 12. 12 plus 18, yeah. Yeah, I'm not taking 16 for Hand of Greed, sorry. Sorry, Hand of Greed, not today. Predator's a good card. Is it actually good here? Helps us draw Hand of Greed, kinda. Predator's awkward, because if you're trying to set somebody up for Hand of Greed, sometimes they'll be below 15. And then you can't Predator on them to draw Hand of Greed, because their Predator would kill them. It's a really good card, though. When you Predator, can Warp Tongues upgrade the last 2 cards? I think it can't, right? I think, like, Warp Tongues happens before the Predator happens. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% confident, but there is some ordering concern there. It probably doesn't matter, right? There's probably an unupgraded card in the hand either way, but... can warp tip the snake prep bag stuff. I think technically it depends on the order. So I believe with this order, it can hit... do Ring of the Snake and Bag Prep happen on the same... Wait, no, I think it can always... yeah, I think the start of the combat happens before the start of your first turn. But I'm not sure. We can watch the animations. It should tell us. Predator seems pretty reasonable. Hits for 30 on a vulnerable target. Interesting. That's good. Apotheosis with the Warp Tongues. Wonderful. Kind of a weird shop. Yeah, probably Clockwork Souvenir. So like Clockwork leg sweep card remove seem like the most obvious good things. Takes most of the money. I wish this shop had the kunai. But you're picking a kunai really quick here. Yeah, remove defend, I think, probably. The strikes are pretty strong, comparatively. Although defend plus is fine. Deep Breath is pretty nice when upgraded, and it kind of got upgraded for free, the Warp Tongues. I believe we've already seen Abacus, though, which is one of the Deep Breath payoff cards. Do we ever think about infinite loops here? We've got 2 cards that remove, or 3 cards that remove, and we're an 18 card deck. If we just like remove a card and don't add one, maybe we can get down to 10. Doesn't seem super likely. We could pick up a Snecko Skull and then get a Fumes later and just get some really light poison payoff. Choke is on sale, technically, that's true. I'm gonna take a quick break, I'll be right back. Alright, what's happening here? Everybody's still talking. I'll catch up a little bit. Yeah. People are talking about fumes. Sure, sure. I'm struggling to get most runs. I need general advice on how to get better. Yeah, it's a tough game. Try not to pick too many cards. You definitely pick more attacks. Most people don't pick enough attacks starting out. So I would say, yeah, that's what Bad Terrence is saying too. Okay, so we should click this card, and then I think no on this one. I don't think we need that. We don't really need to save money because we have gold metascaling. So after we click this, we should do more stuff. Like this and that. Yeah. Just like those things. Okay, great. Oh, baby, we hit it. Ancient rating. Seems like 8 upgrades is a pretty good option. Boink. Alright. Sweet. Does that change our pathing? We don't really want question marks anymore. Bites are bad. Apparitions are actually pretty good. Apparitions are still fine. And we don't have golden idols, so Forgotten Altar is bad. There's still, like, library and stuff. Those are always good. That's interesting advice. Take lots of elites in Act 1, some in Act 2, and none in Act 3. Huh. Act 3 elites are pretty scary. I think we just want we want 3 elites, so I'm gonna go up the middle anyway. Even if question marks aren't good anymore. If we get Necronomicon, it can double cast Hand of Greed. Hand of Greed on a vulnerable target is 37 damage, so it would do 72 if we double cast it. Same with Predator. I mean, not same, but, you know. Predator also does a lot of damage. How do we feel about Encarildan and Nurles? Usually great, right? Like, those are just good. Okay, Coconut. Tets, we actually only get 3 apparitions on Ascensions higher than 15 and higher. But they're still amazing. Yeah, I mean, we're already not picking Ninja Scroll, right? Because we have Ring of the Snake and Backpack, right? 16 health puts us at, excuse me, 46. Yeah, 46 seems fine. We'll get fires if we need them. Have you heard of the snowball effect in games like this one? Yeah, I've mentioned that repeatedly. Get strong early, get stronger as you go. It is Necronomicon. Okay. Fine. Ooh, bonus chest. Potion belt. Well, I guess we were correct to take the pair earlier, because this potion belt is 100% useless. So that's key. Okay, so we can just hand greet this guy to death immediately. We don't even need to terror. It's just 50 damage right off the blocks. Okay. Give me that money. Blade Dance got upgraded randomly. Probably want to play Defend. And then I think it's either Terror or Blade Dance for the last card. So, which is it? Blade Dance does 16 right now. Terror would do roughly like a third of his health, right? So it does like, let's see, 18 divided by 3 is some number. Why can't I remember what that number is? It's 6. So it does 16 damage. Terror does 16, Blade Dance does 16. They do exactly the same damage. So it literally doesn't matter at all. There's got to be some reason this matters, right? Oh, Terror leaves the deck. So do we want a Terror in the deck or not? I think we do want a Terror in the deck, right? We ideally Terror Taskmaster later, and it dilutes wounds. So we're playing Blade Dancer for Terror. Okay. Leg Sweep Neutralize weakens both. It's pretty sick. He's already at... Let's see, so we're going to do 30 damage to him next turn. So if we don't want to kill him, and we want to try to greed all 3, then we neutralize on Taskmaster now. Oh wait, Predator's doing 40 here. Okay, unfortunately I think we're gonna cut off. We're gonna kill Blue Slaver and just try and eat Red Slaver. So we'll strike Red Slaver to put him in greed range, and then Predator Blue Slaver to death and defend, block the damage. We could block both, but after the shuffle we'll have a bunch of wounds. So this is kind of our last turn where we've got like a really good hand. Although we are drawing 9 cards, so... Yeah, sorry, we have a Hand of Greed in the deck, so we're trying to kill everyone with Hand of Greed, if possible. We don't need Wraith Form, but we could Wraith Form anyway. I guess probably we shouldn't have striked so that we could Predator. Oops. I guess I will Wraith Form. Okay, great. Ghost in a jar. Too bad. Sozu says no. More like Nozu. There's Fumes. We could take it for Artifact Strip. We have a Specimen. I think if we had taken the Snecko Skull, we'd be pretty excited about Fumes. Fumes plus would be 4 poison a turn. Specimen would let us direct that all onto one target in like the Hyper Beam guy fight. I don't think it's necessary though. How badly do we need to take off artifact charges? Currently Terror, Leg Sweep, and Neutralize are only debuffers. Probably going to want to add a Piercing Wail to that list at some point. Is it boring to talk about one's recent runs on a Slay the Spire stream? I know some people don't like it. I definitely did it. I did a whole stream where I analyzed my my month of Ironclad, and seemed like people were pretty excited about it. People were particularly excited for it to be a YouTube video, which is interesting. I also have not uploaded it on YouTube yet. I think no on this anymore. 29 health. Do we rest? We'll probably end up resting at one of these two. Might as well rest at the first one. What would Smith hit? Probably Wraith Form. Terror, Leg Sweep, Predator all have good upgrades. That Ornamental Fan's pretty sick. Double Blade Dance. Necronomicon. Some defensive scaling is appreciated. I'll go ahead and rest just for safety. Yeah, Predator's nice. But have you heard of Blade Dance? That's 50 damage first turn. Wha-bam. Attacking on turn 1. That's rude. Terror Hand of Greed does, what? 37... So 72 damage on turn 1? It's possible we could get lethal with if we get a good Distilled Chaos. And we hit, like, Predator Blade Dance. Can we, like, leg sweep and then kill the gremlins? Strike neutralize on one. Blade Dance does not kill the other one. Distilled Chaos has a 30% chance of hitting Wraith form, so we can just block out with that. 33 damage coming in. We have max block here is probably neutralize, leg sweep, survivor, defend. So actually, leg sweep is less block per energy than double defend. But we have 2 targets where weak is effective. But it only blocks 4 on Sneaky Gremlin. Yeah, that's pretty reasonable line. So Survivor Defend for blocks for 16. Boss is hitting for, what is it, 12? 12, 17. So yeah, we take 1. Seems pretty fine. Landing Terror seems pretty important. Not playing Hand of Greed is sad, but I don't think there's a world where we play it. That's true. Hand of Greed's for finishing fights, right? Not starting them. It's funny that the Defend Plus and Survivor block for the same amount. Do we just Wraith Form now? I don't really need it now. He's summoning again though, so next turn could be pretty scary. It's pretty unlikely that if we Wraith Form now we don't get there, because next turn we Predator. Double Predator hits for like minimum, what is it, like 40 some? So it'd be plus, yeah, so it'd be 34. 34 plus 18 is 52. And then plus the 72 from Hand of Greed. 52 plus 72 is 124, so we're off by 4. I'm pretty sure we can find 4 more damage. Double Predator basically guarantees we draw Hand of Greed. Okay. Yeah, this line gets there. Almost certainly. Oh, we're going to be weak. I didn't factor that in. Actually, we can kill both. We can Predator the boss and then strike both and Blade Dance both. Is that really better than just striking boss twice, though? Maybe we should just be weak. This is always happening. Maybe we should just try to save 3 health. It seems like it really doesn't matter. If we're weak, how much does Hand to Greed hit for? Weak plus vulnerable on 25. 25 times 1.5 times 0.75 is 28. So we'd end up hitting for 56. Yeah, we can set him to 56 right now, so it doesn't matter. I guess I'll start working on one of them. The defend was a mistake. We should have just blocked with Ornament of Fame. Yep. Okay, sweet. Fan makes fools of us all. Art of War is probably never proccing. It's a pretty attack-centric deck. I don't see anything here I want. Actually, Backstab's kind of neat. We draw 9 cards on turn 1, so it's pretty hard to play them all. Backstab gets in there. Helps proc Ornamental Fan. It's kind of not very impactful, though. I mean, in a small deck, if we're drawing 9 cards, we're almost drawing like half the deck. So if we add more cards and make them innate, we're essentially like reducing we're drawing 1 fewer cards from the deck, right? So if it's like really important that we draw like Terror or Wraith Form or something on turn 1, we are blocking that out a little bit. Yeah, we're never playing 9 cards, right? So it makes our turn 1 like do more damage and like be more card efficient. But like 11 damage is just not very much. Even with vulnerable, it's only 16. It's helpful against like Reptimancer though. Or like Awakened one, you know? And you fight with like some little targets you want to burst down on turn 1. No, it doesn't get Necro. Necro only hits attacks that cost 2 or more. I kind of like having a really thin deck, too. Just getting through it really quickly and getting back to Hand of Greed. I guess this doesn't get in the way of that, right? Because it exhausts. Decreases our chance of turn 1 Predator. Okay, so if I'm talking about my chances of drawing a single card, like, what is my current chance of drawing a single card? I said it's like 50%, but in reality it's like some complicated thing, right? Can I figure out how that changes without actually figuring out what it is? No, not really. I guess I can figure out what the 9th term in the factorial is, right? Because that's how it changes. It's probably worth it. Question card? Okay, sure. Seems like an upgrade. It's pretty nice to play a Terror on turn 1. Getting that upgraded makes quite a bit of sense. Predator upgrade gets some extra damage. Upgraded Blade Dance gets more fan procs. Leg Sweep keeps weak up for longer. We've got a 20 card deck and a Leg Sweep and a Neutralize Plus. I don't think we really care about weak up time too much. I think it's just Terror. Mega Elite or Standard Elite? Let's see, we just fought Leader, so it's either Slavers or Nemesis. No, it's not Nemesis. Jesus. Book of Stabbing. Nemesis and Book of Stabbing actually have very similar movesets. Multi-attack and a big attack. Obviously, Nemesis is quite a bit different, but... we get an extra question mark if we go to this one. Are question marks even good, though? What's the difference between a Mega and normal Elite? So the primary difference is that Mega Elites give us a green key for the going to Act 4. A secondary difference is that they are slightly stronger than normal. So they have a minor upgrade. So, like, for example, they can get more strength, or like plated armor. So particularly frightening is Strength Book of Stabbing. Since Book of Stabbing does a lot of multi-attacks, giving him strength is pretty terrifying. It seems like we're strong right now, though, so we should do it. We should do a Mega Elite while we're strong, because I'm not sure Act 3 Mega Elites are any easier. We're being robbed. Ooh, Backstab stole the upgrade. Predator does 30. Predator Backstab does 45. 45 plus 8 is 53. And then we just double defend. Or, I guess single defend is all that's left. We don't full block. I guess we could full block if we... Yeah, how do we full block? I'm not seeing that. Oh, the fan proc. Good point. Delicious. Concentrate for our 10-card turn, or 9-card turn 1, or possibly 9-card subsequent turns with Predator. Double Predator. No. I don't think so, Concentrate. Yeah, this run has insane strikes. Ancient Writing plus Strike Dummy. Yeah, I think we're skipping all these. I think we've seen all these cards before, and skipped them all before, and I don't think anything has changed about any of them. Heel Hook, we are kind of close to an infinite, right? If we got rid of several cards. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that exhaust, so we're a 16-card deck. That's pretty far off. Alright, let's do it. Alright, Metallicized Slavers is probably a high roll here. I don't think we're particularly afraid of Metallicized Slavers. Really, it was just Strength Book that we were afraid of. Man, Necronomicon is so good. It's kind of unbelievable. So this does 30. We probably want to do 48. So that's 41. Kind of awkward. Oh, we could just do Strike Shiv. That's exact. I mean, yeah, backstab is in the opening hand every turn. That is definitely true. I guess backstab lets us block here. So even though we're not like super damage efficient, we still probably backstab. Yeah, I wish this Blade Dance was upgraded, because then we'd get 2 procs. Currently we're playing 5 attacks. 1, 2, 5. Oh well. Yeah, it's reasonably efficient. It's not terrible. I kind of want to just, like, greed the Taskmaster right now. Because then we only get 1 round of wounds, and we can draw back to hand to greed for the Slaver. Plus we can just terror to hand right now. Okay. This is lethal, right? He's at 67. Yeah, it's a 72 with terror. Actually, we can block out with Blade Dance, right? Blade Dance defend blocks out and neutralize. Should set up for Hand of Greed next turn, if we draw it. Or next time we draw it. Keep the weak up, I suppose. We can technically Predator here. Can we Predator and play one Shiv? No, we can't, right? Because he's at just 42. So I guess our max block is just Shivs and a Strike. If we're trying to optimize our post-fight health. Or just Shivs, I guess. Ink Bottle. Seems good in this stick. I like it. After Image. That seems pretty good. After Image, Double Blade Dance. Necronomicon. Could pick Outmaneuver. It's theoretically an option. After Image, Ink Bottle is a mood, too. Get 3 After Images and outscale the heart. Yeah, we are definitely relic scaling. Mostly with Necronomicon, but other relics matter, too. Hey, YTI. I mean, I guess not really mostly with Necronomicon. Mostly with, like, Warp Tongue, Strike Dummy, and then also with Necronomicon. I guess probably Necronomicon's done more damage than Warp Tongues by this point. It's funny that they're both event relics, though. Neither one is a... whatchamacallit? An actual, like, relic from an elite. Yeah, Necro is kind of absurd. Yeah, that's true. Fan and Ink Bottle. So we missed the kunai, but we got all the, like... play a bunch of attacks, get some block cards anyway. Or effects, I guess, because this one's a card, but these ones are relics. Is there an umbrella term for cards and relics? Terror. Backstab coming in hot. Let's just do a bunch of attacks so that she heals and to block. Here's this. Oops, whoa. What's happening? Is my webcam in the right spot? I, like, fiddled with it a little bit earlier. Yeah, it looks like it's fine. I guess I want it to line up with that little gray bar on top. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Oops. One down. It's actually not enough to make her heal, so she's going to be attacking next turn. Oops, should have played extra cards for Ink Bottle, maybe. Or maybe not, because we wanted to draw this turn. We want to play 5 more cards. And Hand of Greed can play itself twice, but it won't if we put her too low. So then one last card is Hand of Greed. Seems good. Okay. Happy Friday, Carly Slay Jepsen. Calculated gamble. We do draw like 10 card hands, kind of on the reg. Seems pretty reasonable. We can kind of like do some silly stuff with like after image calculated gamble, especially if we get calculated gamble upgraded. Like playing Blade Dance to generate shivs and then getting a 10 card hand, calculated gambling it away, drawing a bunch of cards. Seems great. This choice doesn't matter. Snake Plant. Yeah, this is our second day in a row with Specimen No Poison. Let's Terror, draw a card. Almost lethal right away. 72. Backstab coming in hot. Yeah, good fight, Snake Plant. Bye. Third Blade Dance. I guess I should have Ink Bottle optimized more, but it was fun to just dunk on Snake Plant, so I just did it. It's right before the boss too. It kind of hurts. Ink Bottle Blade Dance seems extremely good in the deck. I don't know if I really want 3 of them, but I think I probably do. Thanks, Flintlock. I do appreciate that it's literally a daily reminder. It's like once a day, Flintlock will say, you do have to set up your Catholic Relics. It's not like you're not like spamming a daily reminder, you know, you're just like once a stream, you know, when I'm up my set up a Catholic Relic, you're like, hey, you should be doing that thing. That's correct. Okay. You wouldn't take a third. Oh, without Fan and Bottle, but we do have Fan and Bottle. I see what you mean. Yeah. Calculated Gamble definitely changes the behavior of the card the most. After Image feels pretty different when it's innate. Could hit one of the Blade Dances, or the Wraith Form, or the Predator, or the Leg Sweep, but we trust Warp Tongs to hit those eventually. I think most useful for this immediately upcoming fight is probably Calculated Gamble. What's the most useful for Act 3? Maybe Wraith Form? Being able to Wraith Form on turn 1 and not feel bad about it is pretty reasonable. Worth noting, we did miss Apparitions, so we're not going to be able to, like, 100% intangible block the heart. But we have found several other sources of block at this point. Yeah, Wraithform does have a really good upgrade. We've been lucky with hitting it with Warp Tongs, but I guess we shouldn't depend on that. Also, Wraithform upgrade is really important for this fight, because then we can play it one turn earlier and still hit the Hyper Beam. We already upgraded the... Oh, you mean... Yeah, Predator. Sorry, I thought you meant... whatchamacallit? Terror. Yeah, let me go grab Coconut. I'm not sure what she's complaining about, but I'll go find out. There we go. Now we've got attention. This is maximum attention. That's true. One of the ads is likely to take Wraith Form or After Image. Those are the primary targets. I feel like for Act 3, we do want to be able to block on 1. So maybe Afterimage is the most important for Act 3. I don't know if we really need to calculate gamble more than once. Is Coconut normally human affectionate? Yeah, she is. She's a snuggler, that's for sure. Yeah, if you ever like sit down in this house, Coconut will find you and sit on your lap. As she is instructing me to do presently. I don't think our upgrade choice matters too much. I feel like we are definitely winning this fight. And in pretty good shape for Act 3. So I'm going to upgrade Wraith Form. I think that's the card that mitigates the ways that we can lose the best. Is that why you use a standing desk? No. That would be mean. Do we want to try to land Terror in the fight? I mean, on him. We probably can neutralize and Leg Sweep. After 2 cycles, might be able to land Terror. I'll keep the keep that as an open option. And we want to set up Ink Bottle for next turn, so we triple strike. It's a little bit less damage than, or I guess double strike. A little bit less damage, but I'd like to draw a card next turn. They're both stealing immediately, and we've got Wraith Form and Afterimage, so they're gonna get us. The one that steals Wraith Form, we probably want to leave alive until the perfect moment, and then we just snipe him, grab Wraith Form, play it. The one who takes Afterimage, we probably want that back. That is true. We might draw one. We have actually pretty good capacity for drawing one. We can like Predator and then Calculated Gamble. Predator draws a card, Calculated Gamble, draws 4 cards, so we draw 5 total. Or we could just like Leg Sweep Predator. I guess if we're going to Predator this turn, we should Predator first, because when we draw a card. It's pretty tough to get them to take a curse, but yeah, you can't do it. Okay, we got Wraith Forms. That's unfortunate. It's the one we didn't want them to take. I thought that curses were after. I think curses and statuses are in their own tier. After commons. I think they take strikes and defense at the same rate as any other common. Okay, let's go ahead and peel off an artifact charge, I guess. Kind of unexciting. Yeah, we can gamble, that's true. We do have an upgraded gamble, so there's limited punishment, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Darn. So they're going to steal Afterimage. So at least we hit this guy first. He's going to have Afterimage. He's going to have some garbage. Or he might have Neutralize, actually. Should be unfortunate. Alright. Kind of want that Afterimage back. These do 12, so I can just do both. Oh wait, this one does more. We're gonna end up ink bottling again. We're gonna ink bottle like every turn. Oops, dang it. I guess it does 12 now. Still can't quite land the terror. Hey, Boba Face Roll. That reminds me, I did want to go get Boba today. I haven't gotten Boba, like, I haven't had Boba for like a week and a half. This is way too long. Yeah, we can calculate. I'm kind of like measuring Hand of Greed versus like Afterimage Calculated Gamble, and then like Strike or something. We could just calculate gamble and look for Predator. Or Leg Sweep. Get the last artifact charge. How often do you usually have Boba? Like, once a week, maybe. But I didn't get any this week, and like, I don't think I got any last week either. I might be like way behind on my Boba. Not Leg Sweep neutralize? What? I mean, yeah, so if we calculate the gamble, one of the cards we're looking for is Leg Sweep to get the last artifact charge so we can terror him. But I think just doing 50 damage to him is just about as good, right? When does he first Hyper Beam? Turn, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 3 turns. We'll be able to get After Image back up. I don't think we need it right now. I'm just going to Hand to Greet him. It's too much damage. And then would we rather redraw these cards or draw these cards? I think we'd rather redraw, so we'll just cycle with Calculated Gamble. Also, advances Ink Bottle. Haha, the Shiv got the upgrade. Excellent. Great job, Shiv. This Warp Tox has really been trolling us the entire run. Thanks for the follow. PB Gusker. For some reason, I read that as Peanut Butter and Jelly Skater. It's not really what the letters say. That's how I read it. My heart of hearts. PB&J Skater. Leg Sweep Double Defend is... Let's see. I guess we could just block for like 19 and take 5. No, what's the point of that? We're either Predatoring or not, right? So I think Leg Sweep Double Defend is happening. And I'll just exhaust the Shiv. I don't really need the Defend Plus back, but... And set up Ink Bottle for next turn. Alright, well we landed the Terror, but unfortunately we're not ready for the Hyper Beam here. So let's Terror draw a card. Get a Calculated Gamble. Look for Wraith Form. We're actually guaranteed Wraith Form right now. Seems like this is when we want Wraith Form, so let's go get it. And set up the next Ink Bottle. Okay. Ha! Hyper Beam. More like Hyper Lame. And that should put him into Hand of Greed range with 4 extra cards next turn, so we're like most likely going to eat him. Oh yeah. Sweet. Second After Image, huh? they really do want us to do double After Image. So we can Infinite the Heart now. I don't know, we're not really in a position to do an Infinite, but we do play a lot of cards, so it's nice to have them be implicitly block neutral. Die could theoretically be a pick. If Die was up against nothing, I think we might take it. It's not, though. Burst on what? Leg Sweep? Maybe we find a Tincture and we can like burst Calculated Gamble for lethal. I've never done that. I want to do that someday. Burst Calculated Gamble with Tincture. I've only had one deck ever that had both Tincture and Tough Bandages, and it was so much fun. Burst Terror. Terrify them for 200 turns. Only relevant if we do like Nightmare Wraith Form infinites. Yeah, I do think you should have some more control over what relics you get. It's fun to choose a relic at the boss, and it's kind of weird that that's the only time you get to choose. I guess we should have played an extra card in that fight, because I failed to set up ink bottle. But it's still on 8, so whatever. Yeah, I think we're taking another after image here. Okay. Wrist blade, huh? Man, this is a very powerful blade dance. These things are ornamental fan, ink bottle, wrist blade. So not only do they do 24 damage unupgraded, they also like draw half a card and block for 4. That's pretty good. Blackstar could give us more relics, more shots at like a... What would be really busted in this deck? I think just like Incense Burner, right? Just like good things. Shuriken obviously would be super good. We do have a little bit of discard synergy for Hovering Kite. Got a calculated gamble and a Survivor. Seems kind of cute and minor compared to these two. Then Shaku would be good. Yeah, I mean, relics are just good, right? Relics are pretty dependable defensive resources. Pretty rarely defensive scaling, but I don't think we really need the extra energy. It seems like we're kind of flying. 5 energy would be nice. There are definitely times when we were like, I have Hand of Greed and Leg Sweep. I can't play both. Blackstar's neutral good. Do you mean like alignment neutral good, or like, are you trying to say like medium good? What would be the lawful good of boss relics? It's like gotta be a Runic Pyramid, right? Runic Pyramid is the lawful good. It's just kind of a late Blackstar. Eternal Feather makes a lot of sense if we're including all relics. I did say boss relics though. Or at least I tried to. Snecko's Chaotic Neutral. What's Chaotic Evil? Probably like Ectoplasm, right? Or Busted Crown. Busted Crown is lawful evil. It's like you have to follow the rules. Pandora's is definitely chaotic good. That's a great one. Oh man, I can't believe this alignment chart works out so well. What's like lawful neutral? I feel like lawful neutral is like Fusion Hammer. Dome is neutral evil. I like that. I like that. Spirit Poop is lawful neutral. Alright, I'm gonna pick Wristblades. Wristblades just dump some gasoline on this fire. It makes backstab better. Get that backstab in here. Hand drill for true neutral. I feel like Spirit Poop should be the true neutral pick. Awakened one. We do have some powers. Wraith Form, double after image. We have 600 gold. We'll probably go to a shop or 2. We're forced into this shop if we want to go here. Which I've been looking at because these are the early shops, and they force us into one of these 2 lines. Maybe we just do an early shop and then do these 3 elites. And then do an Act 4 shop. Seems pretty reasonable. Extra question marks if we go for this shop. Or extra question mark. Argentov, I'll go get Coconut immediately. See where she's hanging out. This coconut reward comes with a cat fact. Did you know that cats are naturally binarial? So they're most active in the morning and evening when their natural prey would be active. Their natural prey being mice and stuff. So that's why they sleep all day, and then they freak out at midnight. It's just natural. What is binarial? Just it means you're awake naturally twice per day cycle. I don't think binarial ever describes something that's most awake at the middle of the day and then in the middle of the night. I don't think any animals do that in particular. Yeah, I don't think there is an upper gold limit. I've definitely had more than 1,000. Is this lethal? Yes, yes it is. Should play an extra card for ink bottle for the next fight. And get the money. Okay, accuracy. Some scaling. Oh, that's right. I forgot we're not playing Watcher. My bad. This is definitely an is this lethal kind of deck. Someone did a Nightmare Wish Prismatic Infinite Gold on stream the other day. Wow. They died before a shot. No. I think that's exactly what's supposed to happen if you wish for more wishes, right? Nightmare Wish. Yeah, that'll do it. Man. Nightmare Infinites are so fun. I love Nightmare Infinites. God. That's so tragic that they died before a shot. Oh no. I think we're definitely taking an accuracy. We have a lot of shivs. It actually doesn't increase their damage by that much. It goes from 8 to 12. That's enough. Okay. Alright, let's keep going. Winding Halls, boo. Making stuff cost less is actually bad because we have Necronomicon. Right, yeah, Time Eater is a good reason to want to be more card efficient. Okay, this is just max HP. Alright, what's the shop got? My favorite relic, medical kit. Oh man, falling is usually good for you. I mean, falling occasionally, like, completely screws you. Yeah, what would we put in the tornado? I feel like we'd probably just put it in After Image. Just upgraded After Image with a relic. People are excited about the Bottle Tornado. I'm way more excited about the marbles. Marbles are pretty strong here. We do a lot of stuff on turn 1. Marbles are not missing much. We've got 600 gold, so we're probably going to do a couple of things here. I do like medical kit, perhaps to a fault. Awaken 1 is showing. Medical kit is not useful in that fight. Nor is it useful in any Act 3 boss fight. I'm not sure why I even looked. When I think of medkit, I think of Vegetablebread. You're not wrong. I do love medical kit. I think like my top 2 most overvalued relics are Kunai and medical kit. I just like love both. I can't stop myself. Can we afford all of them? Yeah, I guess we probably can, huh? Is it niche useful against the Awakened One? How? All of his relics exhaust. Oh yeah, we can exhaust them for ink bottle. Good point. Didn't think of that. Block from AI? Wait, what are you... From AI? Give you block from AI. Oh, After Image, yeah. That's true, they do. Turns out just playing cards is good with this deck. Any card. Bad Terrence, your delay has gone way down. I don't know if you're watching on PC now or something, but... I remember a couple of streams ago, it was like... I'd be getting advice for 5 minutes ago from Terrence. Alright, so this is always happening. What's the card remove? Is it just defend? Isn't the silent way to play a bazillion cards? Yeah, sometimes. I mean, we're definitely like in the ninja silent category here, where we play a million cards. But it's mostly because the relics say so, right? Ink Bottle, Ornamental Fan, Necronomicon, Wristblades are all play a million cards. Synergies. Yeah, Strike's not great. Could remove the backstab. Yeah, it's fair. Strikes aren't that great anymore. It is Act 3 now. Yeah, remove is not amazing. We just have a lot of money, so it seems like we should be removing, but maybe we shouldn't. I mean, we could just buy all the relics, right? Like, the relics are good, kinda. Do you have any discard synergies? Not particularly. We have a calculated gamble, but nothing that synergizes with it. Yeah, Bottle Tornado does not seem very efficient, especially since we can get the same effect from just resting. Or from upgrading, rather. We can just upgrade After Image, get the same thing. Plus we draw 10 cards, so it's like we draw half the deck already. Why would we... What's the point of bottling something? Just medkit and leave. Hope for a question mark shop. That's true, we do have another shop available. Yeah, this is kind of a bad shop. I think maybe we just leave. So like medkit and leave, or just leave. Is accuracy a skill or a power? It's a power. If it was a skill, it'd be absolutely insane. It does make me happy. It sparks joy. That's for sure. Alright, I'm gonna take it. Alright, we died to this sphere, like, twice in this silent line, but there's no way we die this time, right? There's no way we die this time. This deck is way too strong to die to this fight. Okay. Let's play After Image first. And then... Do we play, like, Accuracy, Blade Dance, Predator? Or do we, like, Survivor as well, instead of Accuracy? 22 plus 60 is 82. So we need to do 10 damage. So Blade Dance is already lethal. Oh wait, we only have 3 energy left, so I don't think there's a world where we're playing Accuracy here. Okay. Seems like a good turn. Greed, please. Thank you. Let's see, we want to play... So Greed's gonna get played twice, Terror's 1. So we want to play one more card? Yeah. Dead Branch, huh? Dead Branch Shivs. Sounds like a lot of random cards. Is that good? Oh, man. I do not know what to think about this Dead Branch. I've done Dead Branch Shivs before, and it's usually... It's something. It's, you definitely get a lot of resources. I'm not so sure it would ruin the run. It would definitely decrease the density of existing cards, but like you can Dead Branch into Wraith form, right? Like it generates a lot of stuff. What's wrong with Dead Branch? The main problem with Dead Branch is that we just like the second shuffle, once we've shuffled the deck once, is now like just absolutely full of just random stuff. Yeah, exactly. I've never had a bad experience, but it seems like I could, right? It seems like having a bad experience is on the table. Fourth Blade Dance for collector bonus. It seems like we kind of want to draw 2 Blade Dances in the opening hand. And fourth Blade Dance is how we do it. I'm going to click this card. And then think more about this one. We have Warp Tongs, does that matter? So we get like random upgraded cards sometimes. Could make the Specimen more relevant if we get poison stuff. I don't know. I'm not seeing it. It feels bad. If we Dead Branch, possibly proc Art of War at some point. Art of War is proc literally 0 times, right? Yeah. It's never gone. It's definitely a big change to an already pretty effective deck. I guess the real question is, does this deck kill the heart? And I think the answer is a resounding and clear yes. I think we're already like in really good shape. So I think we're not going to take the really high variance Dead Branch. I think the only problem this deck really has at this point is maybe we don't find Wraith Form. So I think we're going to skip this. Falling. We're definitely never giving up Wraith Form. Calculated Gamble and Neutralize are kind of tough to lose. It's probably Calculated Gamble. Neutralize is one of our 2 sources of weak. We have Wrist Blades for 8 damage. Yeah, that's a good point, Flintlock. Like this, I was not imagining that Falling would screw us here. I was imagining it would give us a Striker Defend, since those are a lot of the deck, but it did not. Yeah, Calculated Gun was not like super fun to lose, but I don't think it's really important either. Okay, so if we're going to go to that extra shop, then we want the extra fire route, right? Upgrade one of the AIs. Or we could recall here. I guess this is our second to last fire, so ideally we should recall there. Could be accuracy. Accuracy's got a pretty good upgrade these days. One of the Blade Dances, those are obviously good, but I think it's an after image. I think we want to guarantee that we're getting one of those. Giant Head seems pretty free. Alright, after image and accuracy first. Let's see, 3, 6, 8 cards in hand, so this is safe. Neutralizes the lowest damage, so we'll play that first. And we unfortunately need to clear all the room before we Blade Dance again. Ascender's Band's a nice draw with 0 energy. 50 damage backstab. Coming in hot. So we block out this turn without Leg Sweep. Leg Sweep does weaken him through the big attack, but I think we probably don't care. Three 6 cards in hand, so we can do this for slow proc optimization. Shivs and strikes do equal damage, so it doesn't matter. I just did the defend for slow procs, but you're right. Maybe that prevented us from playing an ink bottle card. Hand of Greed. Can we land Hand of Greed right now? After image strike, Hand of Greed would be the most damage. Maybe this is the Distilled Chaos. We know exactly what cards it is. One of them's Terror. It seems silly to waste a potion for basically nothing, but it is a 25 gold for a potion, right? Distilled Chaos isn't that good. Alternately, we could just, like, after image Wraith form and try to wheel back to Hand of Greed. Seems like super greedy and unnecessary. Is it lethal? So after image would make strike do 10% extra damage, which is 1. So it'd do 13. And then we're 20% extra damage for the first one, which would be 5 extra damage. So the first one hits for 30. And the second one does 30% extra damage for 7 damage. So 32. So we do 62 from that and 13 from this. 13 plus 62 is 75. So no. What is Predator times 2 in hand? Oh, Predator times 2 then hand. I see what you mean. So it'd be 20 plus 22. And then this would be 30%, so 32. So 42 plus 32 is 74. Nope. It's a little bit less. Yeah, it seems like Greeting is definitely an option here. Next turn does look a little bit scary. Next turn's his first attack turn. But I guess we're intangible, so what do we care? Alright. Yeah, I think this almost always works, right? So, what is there to be afraid of? Yeah, double Predator gets us there next turn for sure. Or not for sure, but before the intangible runs out for sure. Ink bottle. So this is like just about the worst possible ink bottle. We'd set it on 0. So I guess we want to play a bunch of other cards. Yeah, it would have been a waste, sure. Akabiko. Hey, there's another Wraith form. That's what we're looking for. Piercing Wail is good too, but second Wraith form. Sure. Concentrate can be something, but Wraith form is Wraith form, right? It's guaranteed to be Wraith form, 100%. We're probably killing one of them, so let's just kill one and weaken the other. Man, that does a lot of damage. Okay, this deck is absurd. Set up for Hand of Greed next turn. Try to get Ink Bottle set up as well. Didn't get it. Do we kill him or wait? It's a little bit of a dangerous fight to wait around then. $25 gold could be pretty meaningful though. Could be second relic. So this does 12 damage, so that he can survive that. That also draws a card. I do want to. I definitely want to. It could draw Hand of Greed. Yeah, let's try to draw Hand of Greed right now. That's definitely worth, right? Okay. Double Predator should be able to knock one down next turn. What's the worst case scenario for next turn? Double Defend. Leg Sweep Necro. Or Double Defend Survivor Necro. Terror. Still blocks for a lot. I think if your worst case scenario blocks out, you're probably fine. That's pretty close. They could have been both been multi-attacking. This could have been worse. Alright, we can't get lethal. We can kill these two, though. And then redraw Hand of Greed next turn. He's at 39, so 40 kills him. Be a perfect ink bottle. Yes! Sweet. Perfect ink bottle, get the money. Love it. No, I don't think we want any of this stuff. Okay. Lantern helps make our turn ones even better. Lantern marbles. Bag of prep. Rats. This is just nothing. This is nothing to store. Puzzles, probably the closest. Puzzles is even awkward, because against the heart, we're going to have a hard time not proccing puzzle on our first card. And then we draw one card. Had a tough time spending our money this round. I guess well-laid plans on Wraith makes some sense. We draw so fast, though. And we have 2 Wraith forms. I don't feel like it's super necessary. I guess, like, that prevents the worst-case scenario for not drawing a Wraith form. Yeah, honestly, this deck is so fast. We can just play the Wraith forms, and we're never going to run out. Yeah, it does block 3 decks down, although it doesn't block against the heart. It's block neutral against the heart. Somebody called out the Ghost in a Jar. We can't buy that because of Sozu. Otherwise, we would be buying it for sure. It's really hard to, like, come into a stream. I've done this a bunch, where I come into a stream, and I'm like, oh, they should do this thing, obviously. And then I realize, like, oh, there's some other stuff going on here. Didn't have the context. I guess Mango? It's like, that's really expensive max HP, but, like, there's nothing else to do here. Maybe Sling? We've got 1 Elite Fight left and 1 in Act 4. I guess that's true, but both Awakened One and Time Lord Second Terror is pretty reasonable. Yeah, Puzzle's definitely good. Fruit got expensive because of the pandemic. That's true. The Mango does have some chance to pay off, right? Yeah, this is probably a strike remove. Yeah, the right play is probably like strike remove puzzle. I don't know about the terror though. Maybe it is strike remove puzzle sling. Wildlife Plans is on sale, too. Alright, see you around, bad turns. We can afford Sling and Plans. It's all the money. We could just save some money for Act 4. We're pretty close to Act 4. Second Predator is not crazy. Drawing 2 Predators in one hand is pretty bad, but drawing those 9-card hands has been pretty important. Sadistic Nature and Venom would be super good with this deck. No joke, though. Like, Sadistic Nature and Venom would be an absolute murder. Yeah, sorry about the silent. He did his job well. I think I am going to take a Predator. I don't think it's, like, super obvious, but I think it's better than Skip. We basically want to play at least 1 2-cost attack every turn, and currently we only have 2. And I'm going to no on the Well-Laid Plans. Well-Laid Plans is, like, increases our Wraith form uptime, but so does Second Predator. I think I like Second Predator better. Alright, Repto. I'm gonna assume this is the Predator I just bought. Let's go ahead and backstab 1 to death. I guess we should after image. Doesn't really matter. But we only get to Predator once if we Predator on him. I guess I'll Predator Repto so I can hit it twice. And then I assume kill him with shivs. Yeah. Easily. Ink Bottle wants us to play 1 or 2 more cards. If we play Blade Dance, we proc it and draw with 0. It's not a disaster if we draw with 0. There's no, like, big misses. But I do think we're probably trying to set up lethal next turn. so I won't do it, in case we draw Hand Agreed. Do you think the game does know? I think it probably does, yeah. So we didn't draw Terror, so we probably can't get lethal. Unless we Ink Bottle into it. Let's play Accuracy and Neutralize and see if we can get that. No, we didn't get it. Okay. So we need to clear the daggers then. So how hard do shivs hit right now? It's like 8 plus 6 of 14 each. So 2 Blade Dances definitely kills both daggers. Then we can just block with whatever we need to. Sure. There's the Terror. Alright, just give me that Hand Agreed back. First card. Thanks, Hand Agreed. Alright, so we want to set up Ink Bottle on 7, so that double Hand Agreed puts it on 9. 7 is 4 above what it is now, so we will play some shivs. This game is too easy. We should, like, make it harder. Okay. We've got a Courier to go with our money. 5th Blade Dance. I think that might be too many. Blade Dances are awful good, but I don't know if about a 5th one. Summon the quadruple Orb Walkers. That's right. You fight the 4 Orb Walkers and you get a Boss Relic. So I don't think we're going to take another Blade Dance. I don't think we need Piercing Wail either. We have a really strong block engine. I guess Piercing Wail does help us reset Awakened one with no strength. So that's worth considering. Yeah, alright, I guess I will take a Piercing Wail. Oh, Surprise Shop, okay. Well, not too sad about missing the not having enough money for this one. This one's nothing here. Strawberry hand drill. The height of power. Yeah, there's literally nothing doable here other than like strike remove. That's true. Dramatic Entrance is actually pretty nuts. 12 to all. Courier does stack with membership card. And it's very fun when you get both. So if we card remove here, do we also card remove in Act 4? Probably don't have very much money for Act 4 shop. But that's okay. Is it 70%? What do you mean? Oh, you mean, yeah, they stack multiplicatively, so... 50 and then goes to 40%, so it's 60% total, I believe, yeah. 70% would be too much. Yeah, it's 60%. I see what your question is now. Alright, let's get rid of another strike, and leave this accursed place. What do we want to do? Wraithform Plus makes a lot of sense. Oh, right, this is key. Yeah. Good point. I almost forgot. We do have 2 fires left, so it wouldn't have been a disaster, but... this is when we're supposed to do key, just in case we need to rest. Could happen. Mind Bloom could be another rare relic. Yeah, skip key. Oops. We do metascale, so like fights are good for us. Fights are a little bit scary. Like, but triple jawbone could be like 75 gold. And we're down to just 75. I believe Mind Bloom can happen, yeah. So Mind Bloom after floor, I think it's 43, can no longer give you the gold option. Would you take Red Mask? Yes, certainly. Extra artifact removal for 75 gold? Sure. There's a bunch of like Maui head stuff that's not good. We're eligible for Burning Head and stuff. We already saw one of the rare relic events, but I guess we'll look for another. No, Thwackus Act 2. Ooh. How do we deal with spikers? Oh, Wraithform. Okay, alright. Okay. A little bit scary to have spikers show up. Hadn't even considered that. Let's go ahead and terrify them. Terrify one of them. And draw a 9-card hand. Let's just go ahead and kill Spirit Guardian. It actually says 100 because we had the weak from, or the vulnerable from whatchamacallit, Bag too. So I guess we can afford a backstab here. I think we want to backstab on this one. Because this one's already vulnerable, so Hand of Greed's going to kill him already. Yeah, spikers are no joke. Spikers are very dangerous. Alright, I think we play Wraithform so that we can... play Hand of Greed next turn. Our hand is too full, right? 3, 6, 9, so we only get 2 shivs. But 2 shivs still puts him below 25, which is fairly significant. I guess we want to put him below 50. Oh no, we need to put him to be below 72, so here it is. Maybe we kill him with something else. Ink bottle's on 3. I'd love to greed them both, but they're very scary, so... it's guaranteed Hand of Greed whenever we draw. So we definitely do want to draw. So we just gotta do whatever it takes to draw that card. Oops, crap. Now we only have one energy, so now I can't draw. Alright. If we're not going to be able to hand agreed both, I don't want to let the fight go on too long. So I'm going to kill one. And then hand agreed is ink bottle setup next turn. Okay. Leg sweep says plus on it. Seems kind of expensive. We were offered a finisher at the beginning of the run. Haven't seen one plus since. I think we're skipping here. Leg sweep plus is really good, but I don't think it's necessary. Okay, now we get to upgrade the Wraith form. Alright, let's do some bosses. Hand of Greed does function on these cultists. They are not minions, so we can just eat one right away. Probably want to leg sweep on Awakened one. And then Hand of Greed's gonna hit for 72 even without the Akabiko. Somebody uses Akabiko on somebody else. I guess this guy. Or 72, rather. Do we play After Image in the fight? Or do we wait for a second phase? We can just block with Fan in first phase, maybe? This is first boss. Also, you can tell by looking at the floor number. Since we're on floor 50, this is the first boss. So the second boss would be 451. I think I am going to use After Image for safety. I think After Image is positive block, even on the multi-attack turn. Okay, we need to save the Piercing Wail for the split. How hard are we going to try to greed this cultist? I think we're going to give this cultist up. We're going to let him walk away. Ungoldified. And skip the second After Image. We don't need two. Probably just Predator Double Blade Dance. Yeah. I guess we could use the second one. Alright, we'll play the other After Image if we see it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there was a fallacy there that Real PP has pointed out. There's no way that we play one and not two. Doesn't even make sense. I think we want to tear the first phase, not the second phase. And I think we're not going to play accuracy in first phase. That's not necessary. Okay. Double Predator, and I think Leg Sweep to extend the weak. That's true. I guess we are more vulnerable to a turn where we're not drawing Blade Dances. But we have 4 Blade Dances in the deck, so... play all my powers and then panic, yeah. That'll happen in this fight. Okay, so we probably want to split him next turn, so... We should play Predator this turn so that we draw the Piercing Wail for the split. It is true this is not our first rodeo. Are we allowed to play Blade Dance? They do 12 damage, so we'd do 36 if we did 3. Spirit Sphere, you're probably asking about what mods we have installed. Maybe you're asking about... It's probably Minty Spire. Minty Spire is most of the visual stuff. 3 Shivs does get a fan proc. 3 Shivs and a defend. Slay the Relics is also a big one, that's true. We do take a little bit of damage here. Just 4, though. Alright, there's Piercing Wail, so we can Piercing Wail and kill him. It would be nice to play accuracy on that turn, too. Oh, we probably can, if we play enough cards. I guess we can't play enough cards. Okay, seems fine. No, we wouldn't be able to target the Shivs. We might actually skip the accuracy this turn. Let's go ahead and double Predator first to draw a card. That's Wraithform. Wraithform would have been good here. Yeah, maximum health is Blade Dance, Defend, and he's hitting for 40, so maybe we do Distilled Chaos here. Could hit a Wraithform, or like a Blade Dance or something. Pretty much anything's useful. Leg Sweep. Yeah, I think this is the time for it. Do we accuracy first then? In case we hit what? Blade Dance? There is a Shiv technically. Alright, let's go. We did hit the Shiv. Okay, well, there you go. Alright, I guess we'll play the accuracy then. Okay. Is this lethal? This bit always happens, and then Blade Dance has room for... We have 3, 6, 8 cards in hand, so Blade Dance has room. Does not look lethal. So we play Predator, Survivor, or something. Yeah, the Art of War has never procced. Oh, it procced once! Wow, I missed it. I didn't see the Art of War proc. Oh, man. Alright. Let's go ahead and double Predator again, set up for Hand of Greed next turn. It's time to start thinking about Ink Bottle. Looks like we're gonna kill him with one Predator next turn. So we kind of want to play as many cards as we can. So, like, Blade Dance a bunch of shivs. Put this on 8. Yeah. Can we even play 5 shivs, though? We definitely can't without killing him. Maybe we play, like, a defend next turn. Actually, we can play defend this turn. Let's do that. Okay. Oh! He's not vulnerable. Darn it. Alright. Only did 25 damage. Alright. After Image and Leg Sweep are definitely happening. Should probably get Backstab out of the deck. And then, like, Accuracy, Defend. Yeah, Time Lord's not great for a Shiv deck, but I think we'll get through it. 2 After Images should be fun. Should make us get there. Not to mention 2 Wraith Forms. We want to play 5 more cards this turn, probably. That's just Blade Dance. Blade Dance is 5 cards. We do top deck a card when we play Blade Dance. So if it's something really important, we shouldn't do it. I guess our next card can be Defend. Okay, and the Double Predator is probably better than Blade Dance, so we'll just hold the Blade Dance. How did I end up with 10 on the clock? What did I do? Why did I do that? I thought I was going to play, like, the Defend. That was not possible. Okay, so we just play, like, 2 Defends here. Block for 16. Take, let's see, what will it end up being? So it's 10 times 3. So I'll take 21. So take 5. That's fine. It would be nice to save Terror for second phase, but... Oh, I guess we, right, the After Images, duh. I'd prefer to Whale on the split turn if possible. Oh, did Art of War proc again? It did. That's right, we've got 3 energy now. Everybody's all excited for the Art of War proc. I totally forgot about it. If we Blade Dance and play 3 shivs, we draw a card. I'd rather have 10 time on the clock for next turn. It does do a lot of damage. We've got the accuracy down. Yeah, each one's hitting for 12. I guess we shouldn't miss that much damage. Yeah, extending week is good. Still got 5 on the clock for next turn. That should be fine. Hey, Sixu. Good morning. Leg Sweep Survivor. Or, like, Blade Dance and a bunch of cards. Being vulnerable is not very fun. Blade Dance and 2 shivs. Or Defend. How do we feel about 2 cards next turn? Not good. If we get Wraith form, it's okay. If we don't, it's not great. Alright, so let's do the Blade Dance then. Okay. It seems like we're pretty committed to tearing second phase. Blade Dance and 3 Shivs draws. Draws a defend. We could just Wraith form now. Seems like a pretty reasonable time for it. Why not tear? He purges his debuffs when he splits. So I'd like to vulnerable the second phase, just since we've only got 30 damage left to go in the first phase. Yeah, next turn's looking kind of scary. I think it's time to start Wraith forming. No, he's not split yet. He only splits when he hits half health, so if he's at 270, you know he hasn't split. Alright, so now we're just trying to get damage. Hand of Greed is more damage than Predator, but Predator draws a bigger hand next turn. I guess we're pretty happy with this hand anyway, so I'm just taking more damage. And so we want to put him sub 240, I think. Oh wait, not really, because then he's splitting with no Piercing Whale. Maybe we can land a Piercing Whale next turn. It's possible. Alright, so that's a split. And if we can manage to get Piercing Whale, no. Okay, that's fine. So we just extend our Wraith form here. And get rid of Shiv, get a new clock. Yeah, there's a Piercing Whale. You're late! We can play 4 cards, which would put us at 6 on the clock. And the next turn is like just Hand of Greed, basically. How many cards do we want to play next turn? We want to play like Terror, Hand of Greed. So that's 3 cards. So let's leave ourselves with 3 time. That's what I asked for. Uh, 72 damage from that. Plus 18 is 90. So we have lethal. Or wait, let's see. So it'd be 72 plus 30, so not quite lethal. Yeah, double Predator probably gets us a higher chance of lethal next turn. Okay. Oh wow, is it off by 1? I must have missed something. We should have had lethal then. Oh well. I guess we play a bunch of cards for Ink Bottle next turn, that's fine. Oh yeah, 72 plus 30 is 100. Good point. Ink Bottle cards. Alright. We could stall another turn, that's technically true. Could get 1 more on Ink Bottle. We weren't getting Hand of Greed, though. If Time Lord is at 11 on the clock and you use Hand of Greed with Necro active, does it proc or will he skip the second hit? He will skip the second hit. If you're in the middle of like an Omniscience or something and you proc or an Echo form and you proc Time Lord, you will not play the extra card. Same with like double tap and stuff. Yeah, not a great storm. That's true. Piercing Whale, accuracy. Accuracy often needs to get played before we have a chance to do other stuff. After Image, too. Get the second one up right away. Or we can just take money. Or, money. Health. 7 health versus, another After Image Plus. I think the After Image Plus probably pays off for 7 health. So let's go ahead and get the After Image. Okay. Oh, look at that. Maybe we didn't want that After Image Plus. Darn. Not being vulnerable is a huge deal in Act 4. Panic Button's pretty good too. Panic Button is great for the heart fight. But you gotta imagine pellets would save more health than Panic Button, right? Especially with Wraith form. Could be well-laid plans. Well-laid plans with Panic Button isn't terrible. Hard to imagine a card remove here. Don't have enough money for anything else useful. Too bad we can't buy the Ghost in a Jar. I'd love to buy that. I don't think we really care too much about the Dex down from Wraith form. But Pellets does let us purge it. I mean, we do already have Souvenir, right? So really we're just purging the weakened Frail. And we don't really play too many, like, literal block cards, so we don't really care about the Frail. I think it might be well-laid plans Panic Button. Since we've already got the vulnerable handled. Yeah, I think that's what it's going to be. I don't really see the advantage of pellets here. Oh, right. Courier. I always forget. Alright, I don't think we care about footwork. Ooh, Dark Shackles would have been nice. Maybe should have bought them in the other order. Alright. We can Terror Piercing Whale. Or I guess Leg Sweep Piercing Whale also works. And then we can land Terror. So it'd be like Leg Sweep, Piercing Whale, Terror, Double Predator. Skip both After Images. Does Panic Button also prevent block from After Image? No, it doesn't. Actually, if Pellets gave you an artifact charge when you played a power skill and attack, it wouldn't be as good. Especially on Defect. So if we Terror Double Predator on Spire Shield, he's like most of the way dead, right? Not playing any After Images is pretty scary, though. But if we play Double Predator, we probably, like, find something else to do, right? I'm gonna start with Leg Sweep Piercing Whale and see what the Ink Bottle card is. Actually, yeah, I guess it is Leg Sweep Piercing Whale. Okay. So we should be able to kill shield next turn. So we can hand to greet him to death, or we can just Wraith form. If we hand to greet him, we turn around for free, and we're looking at 40 damage. But we get the money. I don't think we can handle 40 damage. We only have 8 block. We don't have any after images up. I think we have to Wraith form. Oh, that's true. Yeah, there's no use for money. That is true. Get that sweet, sweet medical kit money. Or value, rather. Money. Blade dances don't really do much. Shivs hit for 8, so this does 32 damage, so we can do 2 damage to somebody. Or we can save 5 health. Ooh, minus strength is kind of bad. Predator kills, 42 damage. Seems good. Accuracy blade dance. Okay. I don't see any reason to panic button, right? We're already blocked out this turn. We can just play Wraith Form Blade Dance. Should be GG. I guess we'll play those after images. I guess I'll just play one of them, because I want to play this strike. Get this fight over with. That's right, we've been proccing Art of War a bunch. We procced it 3 whole times. I would love to proc Ink Bottle, but it doesn't look like it's happening. Unless we go wait for next turn. Next turn does have double Predator in it. Should probably be able to get lethal with that. Yeah, we just have too much damage. We can't hold back enough. Oh, burns count for Ink Bottle. Sweet. Vajra, huh? It's a pretty nice floor 55 relic. Holy crap, a 3rd Wraith form. Okay, well that should do it, right? I don't think we're dying to the heart with 3 Wraith forms. Okay. Probably want to start with Survivor to protect the puzzle. Okay. We don't need to defend this turn. And then we can get a double after image, so we don't care about the beat anymore. And then... do we weak for next turn, or do we accuracy blade dance backstab? I mean, we're always backstabbing, right? So, let's just do that. Accuracy blade dance does a lot of damage. It's also sweet that we got the warp tongues on the accuracy plus. That's really nice. How likely are we to get a power next turn? We only draw 5 cards. I think the only way we really lose is... how do we... no, there's no way to lose this, right? This is like an unlosable heart fight, I think. Because we block the vulnerable and we have 64 health, so we can just like... and a fairy. So we can tank the first like phase and a half with our face. So I think we just want damage. I don't think we care about weak. Well, we might get another source of weak, but even if we don't, it's not a disaster. It's nice to get weak, though. Actually, Blade Dance charges up Ink Bottle a lot more. Draws us an extra card. I think the invincible charges are a pretty important resource. Right. Yeah, the heart does find ways to kill decks that seem unkillable, but yeah, that's a good card. Alright, I think it's Defend Wraithform. We do proc Puzzle here. Do we want to play that for Ink Bottle? Sure. It's a positive block Void play right there. We get 2 After Images and Intangible, so the beat only does 1. Okay, so we end up proccing Puzzle and drawing extra cards next turn. Seems good. Oh my god, Art of War procced in the heart fight. Look at that. We want to draw extra cards next turn more than we want to do a small amount of extra damage. Where's my Terror? That's my real question. We have to play Terror next turn because otherwise he gets intangible or gets artifact charges. I think we're fine with skipping Wraithform this time. We've got another one coming. Actually, we could get Terror right now, right? Because we're pocketing Bottle. Nope. That's for Ink Bottle. Okay. I love Art of War. Art of War is one of my favorite relics. We just didn't get anything out of it this run. 605 is kind of unfortunate. It's a bad number. If we still had Puzzle up and we Terrored, would Puzzle proc or not? Because Terror would generate 2 block and take 1, but I think... Like, I never know the order between After Image and Beat of the Heart. Yeah, Max. We only almost took a Dead Branch. Yeah, it looks like After Images first. We almost took a Dead Branch, and I was just like, no. We don't need to do that. Well, plans to hold the Piercing Wail in the Wraithform. Strike versus Slime for the last energy. Okay. Big attack, small attack. It's big attack. This Wraithform is actually like just as efficient as this Wraithform. But I guess we play this Wraithform first for Warp Tongs. Actually, maybe we play this Wraithform first for Warp Tongs, because then it removes an unupgraded card that we could hit. Welcome back, Bad Terrence. Yeah, we did discover the AI interaction. So like Wraithform Blade Dance, sure. Next attack is the multi-attack. We probably don't care. I think we just hold the Blade Dance Hand Agreed. We have 2 Predators, so we should be able to draw back to this Wraithform before he attacks again. I guess no unnecessary risks, right? So I'll hold the Wraithform just in case. Double Predator Plus seems nice. And we can get him sub 200 here. And then I'll spend a Shiv even though it doesn't do damage. Okay, is this lethal? Can we hand agreed the heart here? Get him sub 200. Heart identifies as male. What? Are you talking about weight? So hand agreed does 39 times 2 is 78. 78, so we'd have to do like 80 damage with the shivs. Unfortunately, our hand is kind of full. Oh, because of him, sure. I guess we can just hand agreed him next turn. It's like double predator this turn and then whatever. Okay. Got the hand agreed from Niao. Used a lot of it. used an awful lot of that hand agreed. that thing procced many times. It was a very greedy run. Also just like super lucky, right? A bunch of blade dances, 3 wraith forms got offered, 2 after images, so like very, very lucky run. Just totally cruised early. Hand agreed 2 blade dances just solved Act 1. Terror helped a little bit. Necronomicon was huge. Necronomicon in both Hand of Greed and Predator was really big. So Necronomicon Predator was our like main source of card draw in the run. And then like picked up an Act 2 wrist blade and a accuracy to make the blade dances scale really hard. Yeah, we also just like skipped really aggressively. Sub 30 card deck, and it felt a lot smaller than that. We took like 3 of these cards in Act 4, just to hold on to wraith forms and such. Yeah, it felt like a super easy win. We got rid of a lot of strikes and defends too, so the deck was very smooth and knew exactly what it was doing. Never did land the Piercing Whale for a neat split, but we did have one. I think we never used the Piercing Whale for anything, actually. Kind of funny to have an Art of War that does, like, literally nothing. The Art of War procced 4 times in the run. Basically just when we played Wraith Form, it didn't have anything better to do. Art of War would proc. Oh, crap, we gotta free the ferry. Okay, we're at the top of the spire. We free the ferry. There we go, be free. Join the spirits swirling about the top of the spire. Picked a panic button just in case. Never used that. Yeah, super solid run.